couple of months ago, we got the chance, well, actually, to be honest, a couple of years ago, my family and I got a chance to go to California, and we went to Sequoia National Park. Anyone been there before? Amazing, right? No camera can ever capture what that place truly is. If you go to Sequoia National Park, you go there because of the sequoia trees. That's right. And if you know anything about the sequoia trees, they've been there for a really, really long time. And you can't miss them. Why? Because they're 300 some feet tall. And if we were to link arms and link hands and go all, it would take multiple of us to go all the way around the trunk of each of these sequoia trees. And they're massive, like I said, 300 plus feet. General Sherman's the biggest one, I believe. But also, they've been around, not only have they been around 3,000 years, they've been that tall. But what's really significant for me about those sequoia trees is how their roots work. You'd imagine a tree that tall and been around that long would have roots that go so far down. For our elementary kids, you guys still, like all the way to China? You want to think that way still? Maybe just me, okay. You would imagine trees that tall would have roots that go all the way through the earth. But sequoia trees are different. Because what they do is they don't go down, their roots go outwards. And their roots go and find other sequoia trees. And together, these massive amounts of trees become this massive organism that live together, holding one another up. And if you think about 3,000 years, more than likely they've experienced some storms, some wind, some rain. They've had some stories to tell. Whatever story a tree can tell, I guess. But it's been through some stuff. If you go there today, they're still there. Maybe not as many, but they're still there. They're locked into one another. Their roots finding nutrients for one another, together creating this massive organism of living trees. You ask me, well, that's a great story. Why are you telling me this? Because deep down, for me, my hope is that we become like those sequoia trees. When you think about 300 feet tall, all you can do is look up and maybe see the top of it. Our hope is that our perspective changes from when we're just about what's happening here in front of us, but our perspective goes up and we look up. I want to be like those 3,000-year-old trees who's been through a couple of stuff, through some hardship, but have stood resilient and strong in their faith, in life, together. And like those roots, that we would be like those trees that would find one another, connecting us together to be able to create a church body of people here that we just seem to know one another, know what each other needs, and that be the normal part of our daily, weekly experience. That we would become like those sequoia trees, like Sequoia National Forest, or National Park, technically. That's my hope. That's our hope, that we would become people like that and not find ourselves off by ourselves alone and waiting for the wind and the storm to come. But we would find ourselves together, connecting with one another, linking roots together, so that when that storm comes, guess what holds strong? We do, because we've got one another. And as much as you push your roots out, you're receiving them. As much as I'm hoping that you will hold me up, I'm going to do the very best I can to hold you up. And my hope is that we become a church like that, full of sequoia trees. And we're going to do that in a few different ways. We're going to get started off real kind of easy and simple, because I think the easiest thing we can do is play together. So as a church, I would like to invite you to come play together with all of us. Kids do it out there. They're really good at it. Adults, we're not as good as it. So let's figure out a way to do that. And what we're going to do, starting in the middle of September, is start our softball league. We're going to play softball together. If you are high school and older and like relatively athletic or kind of understand how baseball works, softball works, I want you to join us. I want you to play with us. I want you to come and be a part of what's happening here at Ascent by playing together. If you have any questions, come find me. Registration's open. It's $30. It's 4 nights in September, the last one in October 5th. It's going to be a great time. Even if you don't play, come out. I dare you. Come watch. Double dog dare you. Come have a good time. Connect with one another. If you're a parent in here, you're going to get a little flyer this afternoon as you guys walk out. Light of the World, the movie that's coming out this weekend. As Ascent Kids, you guys are creating a space for you guys as parents to be able to go to that video, that screening this Saturday. Details for that is coming to you at the end of our service today. And then finally, the last one I want to talk about is our core groups. We're gonna start our registration today, and we hope that this fall you will step in and say, yes, I wanna be a part of that. I wanna grow together with people. I have some questions. Guess what? The best place to find those answers is in the community with one another. So I'm gonna, again, triple dog dare you to say yes. Be brave. Bring your spouse with you. You together will be brave together. How about that? We love for you to find a space and a place where your questions come out and you go, hey, maybe in community we might find answers. Maybe in community is where God's true life comes when you say, I want to share my life with you, and maybe they'll share their life with me. I'm really excited for core groups this coming fall. It's going to be an amazing time. I really would encourage you to step up. There's QR codes out in the lobby, right out there. If you need any questions, have any questions, hopefully at the end of this service, come find me. We'll have a conversation about that.
John 20:31 says this, but these are written. These, what are these? The stories about Jesus and the statements from Jesus are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name, true life. The book of John is foundational to our relationship with Jesus. This study through John will uncover who Jesus is, and the best part is we get to hear it from Jesus himself, what he wants us to know about himself, how he wants us to know how radically loved we are, and his own invitation to follow. And as we respond to the reality of God's grace, as demonstrated through the finished work of Jesus, we will find ourselves being shaped more into the likeness of Jesus through the work of the Holy Spirit in the community of faith for the sake of the world.